Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone, likewise, brothers, putting on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, After His Fall, Year 1 to 1000. Let's start off with the first scripture here. This is the book of Daniel 4 and 17. It reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomever he will, and set it up over it the basis of man." And the basis of man is Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. They call themselves Caucasian. But what I need you Hebrew Israelites to understand, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay, is that we are being ruled over by cavemen, the basis of man. There are 18 tribes, and we are being ruled over by the lowest of all of the tribes that were created. So you can see here the power, the true power of Yahawashi. He made it so easy. Esau, the so-called white man, can do it. Look at the glory of Esau on this earth. Now, let's talk about what's going to take place in the near future. Because, see, as you can see right now, there's a lot of turmoil that's going on here in Great Babylon, America, and across this earth. You see, we're coming to that time where the rulership of this caveman is coming to an end. This is the book of Luke 21 and starting verse 25, and it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring," which we are hearing right now. There's a lot of disagreements. They can't agree whether to stop the war between Ukraine and Russia. You're hearing the roars of the people here in Great Babylon, America. These people who were in utter disbelief that the so-called white man has turned upon them. Well, we told you about, the cruel Lord that's going to come. We identified him long before he sat in the wicked seat. But now you are seeing that your ruler, who is a caveman, does not care about you. It says, "Men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Okay, and this rulership is going to fall. These people are going against each other. It's a divided kingdom. Okay, they're fighting against each other. You think about it, these cavemen, man, they're dueling. "And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth near." And this is what we see. We've seen, the chariots, being seen all across this earth. Okay, giving us that indication that the Mashiach is about to arrive in great power and glory. And why is the nations going to be mourning? Because they understand the prophecy that we've been speaking about is coming to pass. You see, you people have oppressed the so-called black man, Latino man, and Native American man. And when I say man, I'm talking about the whole tribe in itself, men, women, and children. And we told you that the God of the Bible and the Messiah of the Bible are so-called black men. And they are coming to redeem the elect of this earth. Now, this is going to be a bad time. Okay? Really, really bad time. Okay? When we go into the book of Jeremiah, because see, Esau, they're trying to use all that technology to try to figure out if they can escape the judgments, if they can somehow, go back in time and twist things around and do all these things. And that's not going to happen. I think it was the elder brother, Remnant 144, Save 144, who put a lesson of the fact that Esau has already been given the answers. They've seeked out their answer to see if they could some way, somehow thwart the Most High's plan of their eventual fall. And it's always ended up at some point in time where the results will be the same. This is Jeremiah 49:12. It gives us the answer of what Esau's future is. It says, "For thus said the Lord Yahawashi, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken." That's us, the 12th tribe of Israel. "And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it." So the return of the Mashiach is going to mean the end of Esau's wicked rulership. Okay? And all the rest of you nations, you out there, you other tribes out there that have prospered under the rulership of the so-called white man, don't get comfortable. You're going to have a very, very tough time in the kingdom also, but not the way Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, is going to have it. Let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because there is nothing written that demonstrates that this man can repent. He cannot repent. He's wicked. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Now, if you look at the word injuries, it isn't only physical, but it's also mental. What has Esau done to the children of Israel? Okay, us so-called blacks in America, is Latino, and in particular, Judah. Okay, the so-called Negroes. Murder us, hang us from trees. He's going to force our people to take the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. He's used the so-called black woman, Eve, okay, to destroy the so-called black man. Okay, in reality, to use Eve to destroy the entire tribe of Israel. And with Eve on his side, he's been able to suppress and oppress us. You see? So there's no record of this man ever demonstrating that he is repentant of all of the wickedness that he's done to the children of Israel. Even when he tried to come on and say, well, I'm going to change this law and do this and do that, it's usually a trick, just another snare, and jakes them fall for it, just like right now. They fell for the lies and the deceit and the sweet talk of the evil one that's sitting in the seat right now, known as Donald J. Trump. Okay? And what is he doing? The first thing he did on day one is he's grabbing and scooping up jakes out of their homes, putting them on planes and sending them across this earth to different institutions that are significantly more severe than they are here in Great Babylon, America. So it's wicked. Everything about Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, is wicked, and he's going to pay for it. He is going to pay dearly for it. This is Jeremiah 16:16, because right now we are on this earth in the form, okay, or really right now our current mission is to gather the elect, or to edify the elect, warn the people, okay, all the other tribes, and mainly our 2/3 of the judgment, which is what I'm reading right now, that's coming on this earth, but particularly to these Edomites. So we're fishers. It says, behold, I will send many fishers, said the Lord Yahawashi, and they shall fish them. And after I will send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. Now, if you read that, you'll know that these elites all have bunkers, you know, multi-billion-dollar bunkers, and, you know, while the chaos is going on this earth, okay, if you haven't been hiding in a rock, you should be able to see what's going on right now to take place, although a lot of you will ignore it. But they're going to run in those bunkers when the time comes, as these nations start exchanging nuclear missiles, and in particular towards Great Babylon, America. They're not going to be here when this place is destroyed and turned into a lake of fire. And this is when we, in our new form, in our godlike form, okay, are going to come down from those chariots, and we're going to scoop them out. We're going to hunt them. It's going to be like predator and prey, and they're going to go into captivity or slavery day one. Now, we've been ordered by Yahawashi, with the word equally called God and Jesus, to do this. Revelation 18:6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she had filled to her double. Now, normally I could put some pictures up here to show you some of the things that Esau has done, and maybe a lot of things that I haven't been able to find that Esau has done, because we really Most of us probably lose our mind if we actually were to see everything that this man has done to us. Okay? But he has done a lot of evil things. Now, while we will be, you know, the kingdom will be a righteous rule. However, your slavery is going to be incomprehensible to your mortal mind, Esau, you so-called white people, as to what we are going to put you through. Think of a devastated earth, dead bodies in the hundreds of millions, if not billions, no food, buildings on fire, vegetation, the stench probably goes all the way up into the stratosphere. Guess who's going to be cleaning all of this mess up? You're damn right. Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man. On top of that, wow, the beatings and all of the things that we're going to be able to do to you. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 14 and start verse 2. It reads, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord YAHAWAH for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. You have oppressed us. The Chinese have oppressed us. The people they call the Middle Easterns, they have oppressed us. Oh yeah, they were part of that slave trade too. But mainly this is about you, Esau, you Edomites. You see, the Lord is going to show mercy on these other nations, these other tribes, because he created them for vanity, and they're going to serve a purpose in the kingdom. And they follow who I was leading the earth. And Jacob, Yasharallah, is going to be leading the earth next. You see, it's going to be the end of the world currently, which is ruled by Esau, and then the beginning of a never-ending rulership with Jacob. Of course, you know, Yahawashi Mashiach, he's the one that's going to be ruling. Okay? But you can see here, in this time, you're going to have field Edomites and house Edomites. Field crackers, house crackers. Okay? Now I could spend probably all day, if I could, coming up with all kinds of scenes of how this would actually look. But I can tell you this, the brothers are salivating of the things that we're going to do to you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1 to 1,000 years, Esau. Let's go into the book of Luke, because we get a glimpse of how horrible this is going to be for you when you go into the parable here that the Hamashiach spoke of. This is Luke 16, start verse 22, and it reads, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels in Abraham's bosom. Okay, so this is talking about Lazarus and the rich man, which we are Lazarus. This is why Jason can be deceived by the so-called white man so easily with crumbs. Okay, it's nothing for them to write you a check or with their fiat funds and all the other BS and stuff like that. And then they bend Jake over and they do some horrible things to him too. So this is all part of those unrighteous decrees that you have done. Okay, the current state right now of the immigration, you know, false accusations of the tribe of Issachar, okay, or the Northern Kingdom tribes. Oh yeah, and of the tribe of Gad, what you've done. Not to mention, you know, the Southern Kingdom tribe, which is the so-called Negroes. It says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. So he fall. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. You're going to be begging, because you'll be able to speak the Paleo Hebrew language. You can be begging the elders and Yahawashi to have us show you mercy. Oh, we're going to do you dirty, so you crackers are going to get done dirty, or you can't even begin to comprehend the things that we're going to do to you. We're going to have 100% uses of our brains. And we're going to be gods, incapable of dying, immortal. You can't even begin to think of the things that we're going to do to you people, man. Okay? But see this how pathetic y'all are. We suffered under your, you know, rape, pillage, and beatings, and all that stuff. And all we asked was, hey, man, just give us a little job. Here you are, you're begging the Mashiach to tell us to not brutalize your ass, put your ass to work and brutalize you, you sorry piece of weak ass shit. And the rest of the nations, they're going to see this too. They can see how pathetic you crackers really are in the kingdom. This is Isaiah 14, start verse 16. It reads, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? You Edomites have bullied every nation on this earth. You bombed Japan and killed all those women and children over there, and then you occupied the land and turned them into doggone camera toting sissies. What else have you done to the continent of Africa? Everywhere you go, Esau, you Edomites, it's death. Men and women, you're just death. And they're going to see how you are going to be in the kingdom. Weak, pathetic, back in your true state, which is a caveman. And they're going to say, is this the man that used to make the earth tremble with his nuclear power and, you know, laws and ships surrounding nations and starving people out and destroying economies? That did shake kingdoms, you destroy everywhere you go. False wars and accusation, you piece of shit. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. That opened not the house of the prisoners, you never let us out. Oh, go back to Africa. Well then, hey, give us everything we work for. Come on, we know who you are. You're the base of man set up to rule. And guess what? Your time is coming to an end. But it's our job to remind you so that you crackers don't get comfortable. Because see, y'all sit down with these jakes, join hands with them and go, okay, I hate Trump. We don't give a fuck about Trump, Biden, or any other cracker that sits in the White House. They're all going to be in the kingdom as slaves too and begging for mercy. It doesn't matter. So while you're begging Yahawashi and Mashiach to have us show you all mercy, this is actually what he really is going to do here. This is Obadiah 1:18 reads, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahawashi had spoken it. So you go from day one, when the Mashiach returns, we come down and we capture all of you, put you into slavery. Okay, that's starting from the elites. You doggone pathetic, low-level Edomites. Y'all gonna be reborn in the kingdom under the loin, through the loins of these doggone elites. Okay, so this doesn't pertain to your ass. You're doomed. And then there's gonna be a lot of you, because you're gonna go back to the unga bunga stage, and we're gonna show mercy at that time when we round y'all up and put you out of existence. And the Mashiach is gonna take out every trace of DNA of you Edomites. You will have no existence ever again. And then there will be 17 tribes. Lord will indeed, like we said, the Father, to close, making all glory and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. This lesson has been after his fall, day 1 to 1000. Shalom.